Hey traders, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a really exciting video for you because I am doing my first live trading boot camp, my first official live trading boot camp. I did a sort of beta run of this already and it worked great, and I'm going to have a couple of testimonials to play for you from a couple of the guys that were in the beta group. But basically the short version of this is in the beginning of October, I'm going to do a 3-day live trading boot camp where we all meet up and I'll do a screen share and you'll be able to see my screen, and we're just going to trade live. We're going to start at like 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm in Central Time, so it'll be 8 a.m. for me, but you know, the market opens up at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we're going to start about a half hour before the market opens up, and we're going to go each day for about 2 hours, anywhere between like 90 minutes and 2 hours each day, depending on how the action is that day. Now, one of the reasons why I'm doing this boot camp is because I've received quite a few emails from people saying, I love your YouTube channel, I like your content, and you frequently make really large profits every day, but I'm trading with a much smaller size. So, you know, I'm not making the type of profits that you're making. And I realize that that's actually a very valid concern for a lot of people, because most people are not trading with a large account. They're trading very small amounts each day. And like me, for example, I frequently trade upwards of $10,000 each day. And there's a lot of people that trade even, you know, bigger than me every day. And so like if you're putting in $100,000 into your trades every day, it's completely likely that you'll see 10 grand on a day, each and every day, putting in $100,000 that day, because that's a 10% return. And 10% is really not that hard to get on the day when you know what you're doing. So the thing is, most people are trading a lot smaller than that. And so this boot camp is designed for those smaller traders, and I'm going to be trading small myself on these days when I'm trading with you guys. So me personally, I'm not going to be trading more than like $1,000 to $2,000 on the day, just to kind of like match what the average smaller trader is going to be putting in. So we're talking about maybe 1 to 5 contracts total on the day. And the whole point is to just show you guys exactly how I go about trading and what I look for from the moment that I open up my screens in the day, like before the market opens, and then what I look for in the first 10 minutes, and then what I look for within the first half hour, and then how I think about, you know, sizing down after I've made some money, time frames, all that stuff. So basically everything that I do on a daily basis, I'm going to share with you on this screen share. It's going to be done in real time while the market is open, and I'm going to be trading with a much smaller size to more closely mimic what most traders are going to be working with. So that's one reason why I think this is great for people who are trading a smaller account and, you know, trying to figure out how do I make the most money with a smaller account. So that's number one. And number two reason why I really wanted to do this boot camp is to just focus on education with it. There's a lot of trading rooms out there, and I'm sure some of you watching this video right now have been in multiple trading rooms, and a lot of them, it's just kind of a lot of chatter everywhere, and it's just a bunch of people calling out different tickers that they're trading, or it's very chaotic. There's not a lot of structure to it. And the whole point of this is to be more like an educational thing, whereas I'm going to explain to you what I see as I see it and why I think certain things matter and other things don't matter. And I'm very much going to be treating this like it's a class rather than just, here's a trading room, everybody, jump in and call out what you're trading, and, like wild, wild west type stuff. That's not how it's going to be with my boot camp here. And I think that's a good thing, because I don't really see a whole lot of more educationally focused trading rooms out there. And this is definitely going to be focused on the education for beginning traders. And the last reason why I'm excited to do this is that it's just a one-time thing. A lot of trading rooms you need to subscribe, and it's like a monthly or a yearly subscription, and they want to take your money every single month, and that's not what I'm trying to do. I just want you to pay one time, do 1 3-day camp, because I think that that's all you really need to learn my strategy and to definitely internalize what I'm doing, and then just repeat the process on your own once these 3 days are over. And so therefore, I'm not trying to, put anybody on the hook month after month after month and keep on charging you. It's just pay once, do the boot camp. I think you'll enjoy it. If not, there's no other charge that you'll have to take on after that. And what's more, it's actually very affordable for what it is, because, on my site, I do one-on-ones, private one-on-ones, and you'll see that I charge $100 per hour for a one-on-one. And this is essentially double that, because each day we're going to be doing closer to 2 hours a day. It might be as short as 90 minutes. It's probably going to be 2 hours. I was planning on the beta test being a 90-minute day every day. It ended up being a 2-hour day each day, because we just sort of got into the weeds of a lot of things and, just kept going. So I'm definitely not like watching the clock as we do this and saying, okay, well, your time's up, I got to go. It's more like feel it out and just, work the day as it unfolds. So it's probably going to be closer to 2 hours a day. And at $300 for 2 hours a day, that's actually double what you would get with a private one-on-one. And we're actually doing it during live trading hours. So you'll get to see how the market actually unfolds minute by minute as it really unfolds throughout the day, which is really cool. And one more thing I want to mention, and this is pretty important, is that because I said before, I want this to be educationally focused. Because of that, I'm actually capping the amount of students that I'll take to 10 students. And the reason for this is, if you have questions as the day is unfolding, I want you to be able to ask your questions and get your questions answered. And if there's 100 people in the room, there's no way everybody's going to be able to get their question answered right when they have it. And I want this to be a far more intimate setting, and I want people to learn, and I want their questions to be able to be answered. And that's why I'm capping the enrollment at 10 people per boot camp. Now, I have no idea how popular this will be. There might only be a few people that sign up for it, or it might sell out and people will have to be on the waiting list for the next one. I don't know. But all I can tell you for sure is that I'm capping the enrollment at 10 students. So first 10 people to sign up, those are the ones who are in for this particular next boot camp. I'm thinking about doing these probably once a month. Maybe I'll do more than that. Maybe I'll do less than that. I'm not really sure. People have also asked me, well, why don't you just do a daily, every single day trading room and just do that? And my reply is, I got into day trading in the first place so that I wouldn't have to have a job. And if I was beholden to people every single day of the week, every week, that would make me feel like I once again have a job. And that's not what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to do these boot camps when it's good for me on my schedule. And I'm going to try to do like one of them a month. and we'll see what happens with it. But the next one that I'm going to do will be October 7th to the 9th. That's Tuesday through Thursday. Tuesday, October 7th through Thursday, October 9th. And the reason I'm going Tuesday to Thursday is that I feel like overall those are the best days of the week to trade, because Mondays can sometimes be a little bit skittish, especially if there's wild things that have happened over the weekend. It can take a little bit for the day to kind of figure out where it wants to go on Mondays. So it's a little bit less predictable. And on Fridays, you've typically got a little bit less involvement in the market. There's just less people trading on Friday. A lot of times people are just simply trying to take profits from the week. So that can be a little bit more skewed as well. But Tuesday through Thursday is really the sweet spot, in my opinion, as to the best days of the week to trade. So that's why we're going to go Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Now, if you want to sign up, just go to my website, lonewolftradingclub.com. I've recently updated the site, and on the store tab, you'll find the option to join the boot camp. The way this will happen is you'll pay for it, and then once you pay for it, you're not going to immediately receive anything. It's just, I have seen that you have signed up for the boot camp, and then as soon as you sign up for the boot camp, I'm going to send you the join link, and that's the link that you will use to join on October 7th, 8th, and 9th. But what you'll be receiving is the link to join the room when you purchase the boot camp. So that's how that's going to work. And so that's basically about it. That's how this is going to work. We're going to try it out and see how it goes. I think it's going to be very successful to everybody who joins. Like I said, I did a beta group of this already, and it was great. And right now, I'm going to show you the video testimonials from a couple of guys that were in the beta group, so you can see what they've got to say about it. So stay tuned for that. And lonewolftradingclub.com. Go to the store tab, find the boot camp link, sign up, and I'll see you on October 7th, 8th, and 9th, and we will do some live trading together. So see you guys soon. Take care, everybody. Hey guys, I'm back. This is the day after I made the other part of my video, and I realized right before I was about to post this to YouTube, I realized that I forgot to mention something pretty important about the boot camp, and that is the fact that all 3 of the sessions will be recorded, and everybody who joins will get access to all of the recordings. So essentially, that means like it's another brand new course, basically. It's essentially a approximately 6 hour long course that just happens to take place during live trading hours. And so everybody who signs up and joins the group will get access to all 3 days of the screen share recordings. So you can go back and watch them over and over again whenever you want. And you don't even need to be there the whole time in order to get access to the recordings. So let's say you have to dip out for a couple hours and you can't make the second day, or whatever, you need to like go take care of something else for a half hour and you gotta log off. That's fine. If you sign up for the boot camp, you will get access to the recordings when it's done, whether you are there participating or not. And I'm not going to sell these recordings on my site in any other form. So the only people who will actually get access to these recordings are the people who are actually in the boot camp from October 7th to 9th. So I forgot to mention that before, but that's an important thing to take into consideration. Because you might think, oh, well, that seems a little pricey to just sit in on a trading room for 3 days. And yeah, if that's all that it was, it would be a little bit pricey to simply just sit in. But it's going to be a lot more than that because you'll get access to the entire 3 days worth of recorded material from start to finish.
Hey, I just wanted to shoot this quick video for Patrick and his 3-day boot camp that I just went through of live trading. Um, Fantastic. I actually found Patrick on Amazon when I was looking for a book on options trading and came across his book and read it, was just totally blown away. Started actually emailing him a couple questions here and there. And recently he had reached out. He was looking to do a beta program for a 3-day live training boot camp and asked me if I'd be interested. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. So we just finished up. We did it Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and it was phenomenal. Just on this last day alone, now again, I'm a new trader, so I was using a simulated trading account, but on 3 contracts, just trading off of what I've learned over the first couple days. When I closed out this morning on SPY, it was $332. Well, excuse me, $341 in profit. Now, again, I was paper trading. I haven't done live, quote unquote, with my own money yet, but it was awesome. I mean, I did exactly what he was teaching, what he's not only taught from his book, but also during the live training. Just gold nuggets. Patrick is really down to earth. He keeps it simple, which I absolutely love. He puts the jam and the jelly on the bottom shelf, where everybody can reach it. And it was just awesome. I highly recommend, if you have an opportunity to jump on a training with him or get anything that Patrick has, whether it's his books, his YouTube channel, or his courses that he has on candlesticks, and then based off of his book as well. But the 3-day boot camp was absolutely phenomenal. Highly recommend it. Thank you, Patrick, and I look forward, man, to getting on another one with you. Thanks so much.
Hello, everyone. I wanted to give a testimonial for Patrick Buchanan, the Lone Wolf Trader. I have read his excellent books, Secrets of the Lone Wolf Trader, as well as Mastering the Mental Game. Absolutely fantastic books. But I also had the opportunity to work with him in his trading room for a few days, 3 days, and I got to see him live. And he's absolutely a fantastic trader. And I also got to trade in my demo account just to verify with myself if I can do these trades. And I was able to. So for example, on the 7th of August, I did a trade on Meta where I bought it one contract for $5.55 and sold it literally 3 minutes later for $6.35, making a profit of $80 per contract. And then on the next day, the 8th, I bought 2 S&P contracts for $2.96 and sold them for $2.78, had a minor loss with 2 contracts of $36. However, the next trades I did were fantastic. I bought a 635 call for the SPY at $1.93, and I sold it at $2.76, which is an $83 profit. And then I bought 2 S&P contracts for $2.78, and I sold one for $4.35, and I sold the second one for $4.52. So I made a profit on that trade right there for $331. So my net profit for the day, even with the minor loss of $36, was $378 in one day. And that was using my demo account, but proved to me without question or doubt how powerful his trading is. First day, $80. Second day, made $378. Just wanted to share my testimonial of how incredible Patrick Buchanan is, the Lone Wolf Trader, and also what a wonderful person he is. He's a very down-to-earth, very warm person. You can really connect with him, and I'm really grateful to be included as one of his people who he values very much, of a small group. And if you're even thinking twice of whether you should get his books or definitely join his course or join his trading room, you don't have to even think twice. He's an outstanding trader, amazing person to learn from, and I highly recommend him. Thank you very much.